Hello, everybody. I have a subject today that I just came across a couple of minutes ago. Decided it would make good content. You're always looking for new content when you have a video channel, right? And I'm doing this. So I was cleaning up the living room because we're having some company today. And sometimes, if you're like me and you have a lot of stuff, you accrue a lot of junk and it starts piling up. Well, out in the living room on the coffee table, I had a whole bunch of movies. That's DVDs, Blu-rays, and I also had a bunch of compact discs, CDs. And as I'm clearing off the coffee table and trying to put them all in their proper place, my late grandmother, rest her soul, greatest woman in the world, said to me, "A place for everything, and everything in its place." That's what she used to say to me. And you know how it is? You're going about your routine, and you're just like maybe watching, you know, a disc or something, and you just like place it down on the table. You place it here or place it there. Before you know it, you either lost it or you have it mixed up with where it doesn't belong and you can't find it, and it just becomes a pile of mismatched crap. Now, as I was cleaning in there in the living room and the coffee table that had gotten stacks and stacks of CDs, I started to decide, okay, let's put these away. Let's put them in their proper place. So I did that, but what I came across was a mess, and I'll show you what I mean. For example, I came across some stray discs, and I'll get into what I'm talking about here. I have these plastic CD cases that I use when I'm listening in the car. Like, let's suppose I want to listen to a disc in the car, or two or three. I'm going on a little trip or something and I want to bring some CDs with me. I'll put them in these cases and I'll have them in the car so I can grab them and listen to them in the CD player while driving. Now, the thing is, you have to remember to put everything back. And let me tell you something. I consider myself a very organized person. I'm very organized. I believe that everything should go where it belongs and don't leave things around. I have things there in alphabetical order. I mean, I'm really careful, but sometimes even I make mistakes, lapse in judgment, something like that. And for example, I came across this on the stack on the coffee table. This is George Harrison, Living in the Material World. I must have been listening to this at some point. I have no idea where its proper cover is, the packaging. It's in this house somewhere. I don't know where, and I got to locate it. Um, and then I was shocked. I had the Traveling Wilburys Volume 3 disc, okay? So I go to put the Traveling Wilburys disc away, and for some reason I opened it up. I'm glad I opened it up, because when I opened it up, inside here was not the Traveling Wilburys Volume 3 as it should be. I had this in here. John Lennon, Give Me Some Truth, CD 2. That's one CD out of, I don't know if it's out of the big box set or whether it's the two CD set, because there's different formats of the John Lennon Give Me Some Truth collection. So at some point, I must have been in the car listening to Volume 3 and listening to Give Me Some Truth. And I don't know where the heck I got the disc from to put it in here. Sometimes you'll do that, you know what I mean? You'll listen to Give Me Some Truth, disc 2, and then when it's over, you take out the Traveling Wilburys, put that in the player, and temporarily, until you remember later, temporarily you'll take the John Lennon disc and put it in here and say, make a mental note that it's in here. You know what I mean? And then, a year later, several months later, anyway, you're like, I didn't know that was in there. And sometimes, you know what else I do? Sometimes I'll double stack them because I don't have a holder always handy in the car. So like sometimes I'll take another disc and I'll stick it on top of this. I might have CDs in this apartment that have two discs inside. I might have somewhere, I might have a Tom Jones disc that's got I don't know, Engelbert Humperdinck with it, or even worse, maybe something extremely different that doesn't even match it, like Jimi Hendrix or something in there as well. Do you ever do this? I'm kind of ashamed of myself because I don't let this happen usually. Usually I'm very careful and I'm very organized and responsible with my own things. I don't know why this happens. Before I go, I'll show you a couple more examples. I found this stray thing. This is John Lennon Plastic Ono Band. CD2 again. I must have been listening to this, and I don't know where I got this from, because I think it's a 2 CD set, the standard little edition, and then there's the big box set. I don't think it's from the box set, the big deluxe. But you let this go for weeks, months, let alone years, and you're not going to be able to figure where it goes. And here's Egypt Station. Recently, I listened to Egypt Station, like, well, recently meaning the last 4 months or something, never put it back into its case. I got to try to fix all this up. And the thing that I'm concerned about the most is that, like I said, somewhere there could be a Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers CD case somewhere, or some CD case where you open it up and there's Ringo in there that I was looking for. And I don't know whatever happened to the disc. Temporarily storing them within each case as I'm in the car, just for quickness and convenience at the time. Wow. What's your experiences with this, folks? Thanks for watching.